WAKEONE. How did we go from this to this? How did we go from a somewhat alien species to kitties? I'm confused. I need answers. This was unexpected. This is going to be Kepler's concept revamped. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing one of my favorite K-pop girl groups, Kepler. I enjoyed their recent comeback, LOVESTRUCK, but it had me questioning the group's direction. Where are they going in terms of concept and sound? So I decided to make this video just to share my thoughts and opinions of what I imagined their concept was going to be like. So let's get into it. Kepler is a 9-member girl group formed from the survival TV program Girls Planet 999. They're managed by WAKEONE and SWING Entertainment, and the final lineup consists of 9 members: yujin, xiating, Sakamoto Mashiro, Kim Chaehyun, Kim Dayeon, Izuki Hikaru, huening bahiyyih, youngeun, and yeseo. Now, Kepler debuted with the title track Wadadada from their first mini album First Impact, which sold over 2,000 copies. They then followed up with The Blast, Troubleshooter, and their recent album LOVESTRUCK with the title track Giddy. Now, the LOVESTRUCK era is where I really began questioning the group's direction. I mean, it was questionable during the Weverse era, but now I'm just wondering, how exactly did we go from First Impact to LOVESTRUCK, from being a somewhat alien species to kitties? I don't fancy this direction, so I thought I'd share my thoughts on what Kepler's concept should have been. This is going to be Kepler, a dark, mysterious sci-fi masterpiece that almost was. Why the dark, mysterious sci-fi concept? I believe Kepler could have really excelled doing the dark, mysterious sci-fi concept, given that they are supposedly from another planet, especially the whole theme surrounding Girls Planet 999 and the fandom being named Keplians. It fits. It now leads me to their title tracks versus B-sides. A lot of listeners prefer their B-sides to their title tracks, and I've always wondered, why don't they use the same producers and songwriters that produced their B-sides for their title tracks? Is there some sort of rule preventing them from using these producers to create the title tracks? Is it a cost or resource issue? Because let's say I have a group under U+Me Entertainment, and everyone is raving about their B-sides more than their title tracks. I'm going to sit back, analyze, and go back to the drawing board with my team, because obviously this isn't it. Sometimes for certain situations you just have to give the people what they want to hear, aka listen to the fans. Pre-debut Kepler gave us hints of a dark, sleek alien vibe that I thought was going to be their thing, their trademark, their concepts, but we were clowned by WAKEONE and Mnet. For the videos that Days uploaded for Kepler's first magazine feature, you can see all the members standing in front of a colored background. Now, these background colors, they range from purple for xiating, brown for yujin, kind of a yellow-green for dayeon, then a dark brown for chaehyun, red for bahiyyih, pink for hikaru, then blue for yeseo, green for youngeun, and then a kind of a teal blue for mashiro. The colors kind of vary, especially when you see the magazine pictorials. I remembered everyone going wild trying to figure out what it all meant, what the colors all represented, and I was a bit disappointed that it didn't actually mean anything. This is where I felt WAKEONE just straight up lost the plot. Maybe it was just a coincidence regarding the colors, but each Kepler member could have been assigned a Kepler planet. For example, you have several K-pop groups with like a representative fruit or designated color. For Kepler, they could have had a representative planet, and this would, in my opinion, would have been like really unique. Think about it. Yujin could have originated from Kepler 8b, xiating Kepler 12b, mashiro Kepler 14b. Then we'd have chaehyun from Kepler 15b, dayeon Kepler 7b, hikaru Kepler 9b. Next would be bahiyyih from Kepler 10c, youngeun Kepler 6b, and yeseo Kepler 5b. So 9 members would have originated from 9 different Kepler planets, working together, aka becoming one, to invade Earth and take over the planet with their music, charms, charisma, etc. Because not all aliens are good. Not that I know of any. Even their phrase, catch your eye, catch your mind, could have tied in with their whole lore. Invading Earth with a pink comet blasting down and forming a crater in the middle of Seoul, Tokyo, and Shanghai. They've caught your eye there, and then all of us are trapped in an illusion. And then we're captured, and now we're ruled by Kepler, turning us into Keplians? I mean, the vision, just picture it. And that website, I believe, was an amazing marketing strategy. Now, Kepler's fan base in Japan is huge. They're really popular there, and I love that. Their Japanese releases, Fly Up and Fly By, are amazing. But can we talk about their B-sides for their current releases? Chef's Kiss. Downtown was always on repeat, and I wish that we had gotten some stages for that song. If I wasn't so confident of Kepler actually acing the dark alien sci-fi concept, they would definitely excel at the bright, retro, kind of a synth pop sound that we got in Downtown. With the exception of their debut album and recent comeback, promotions for Kepler have been a bit inconsistent and lackluster. I mean, we barely saw the girls appearing in any interviews, and the Blast and Troubleshooter albums weren't ever seen them perform a cover of any Japanese songs. And I have been getting into the city, kind of the 70s, 80s, 90s city pop, and I was listening to Oh No, Oh Yes by Maria Takeuchi and couldn't stop thinking it would be amazing if Kepler could cover this song by doing a bright, bubbly version, something that we've been seeing in their current releases.
I think we can at least pitch this idea to WAKEONE to have them do a cover of that song or any other Japanese song for that matter. I think that would be really cute if we actually got that.
Now, I'd imagine that we'd have a lot of visuals in terms of extraterrestrial landscapes, charts, galaxies, and space equipment. For example, in the Connection film, we have Chaehyun looking through a telescope. Maybe she's on her Kepler planet spying on the other Kepler girlies, or she's spying on Earth. I know the signals are them sending us messages, but it could also be like the signals they're sending amongst themselves as a means of communication to discuss their plans on when is the right time to invade Earth. That was the visual I was expecting. Which now brings me to their Lightstick and their logo. Bless my babies. That logo took a few hours to process, and not in an oh my gosh, this is exciting. It was oh my gosh, what is that? Just a plain and simple logo. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your Lightstick being simple. Sometimes simplicity is key. However, with all the space stuff that was surrounding the show, I expected the Lightstick to reflect that, the logo to reflect that, but given the name, I think that was probably the best they could have come up with. Now, I believe that because Kepler is a temporary group, they didn't want to put too much effort into creating the Lightstick. The Lightstick, in my eyes, was their chance to redeem themselves from the logo in terms of visual and presentation, but
Mnet, Swing, and WAKEONE alongside their creative team fumbled the bag and Kep1er received this instead. It wasn't an issue for them because they knew that some diehard Kep1ers were going to eat that up, and don't say it's cute because that Lightstick is not it. I mean, it's pretty when you see it in the dark because, you know, obviously it's a Lightstick, but the purple lights are cute though. I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt when I saw the teaser poster with the Lightstick silhouette, but no, they lived to disappoint me, giving me, of course, the plain and simple logo in that globe. It was a standard and not in a good way. I imagined it to be something more space themed. There were a few fan-made designs that looked wonderful and captured the essence of what I thought Kepler was actually going to be about in terms of concept. There was one design that really stood out to me and what I thought could have worked, and that was a telescope light stick.
This was inspired by the first Connection film, where we saw all 9 members in a room with Chaehyun by the window looking through the telescope. If they did consider doing a telescope themed Lightstick, they might have faced a bit of a backlash because you do have a group called EPX or EPEX that has that style of Lightstick, so probably that's why they didn't go about that route. Even so, there were other designs and symbols they could have extracted from the websites, teasers, and Connection films to create the Lightstick. Kepler's current concept is limiting its potential as a girl group. We know already that they're versatile and they do bright, bubbly concepts the best, but I'd really love to see them push themselves into something that was never really done before. A shift to a dark, mysterious sci-fi alien concept from the start would have helped them to stand out from the rest, and maybe, just maybe, they could have become a one-of-a-kind leader in the K-pop industry. Also, they would be able to express themselves in a new and unique way with such a concept and create meaningful content to build a long-lasting and beautiful relationship with Kep1ers. A concept such as this would have made Kepler a trend-setting group that captivated the minds and eyes of listeners with their unique style and sound. Well, this is all that I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Again, this was just my opinion regarding Kepler, with me not liking the direction and not even knowing where the girls are going at this point. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you're salty, and subscribe for more videos. This was Kep1er. See you next time.